Before Marvel took us into space, before the multiverse of cosmic wars, they took a risk on a god, not a grounding billionaire, not a raging monster, but Norse deity with a hammer, speaking of royal tones, and living in the realm where no one has ever seen on screen before. This is the story of Thor, the film that introduced the MCU to mythology, launched Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston in their careers, and proved Marvel they could turn legend into a blockbuster cinema. Welcome back to Nate Reviews, and this is the road to Avengers Doomsday. By 2010, Marvel Studios had a momentum, but no grand guarantees. Iron Man worked because it was so grounded, The Incredible Hulk was raw and physical, and Iron Man 2 expanded that universe that will soon become the Avengers lineup. As for Thor, he was fantasy, gods, magic, and other realms. Marvel had to convince audiences that there was a literal Norse god that could exist in the same universe as Tony Stark. If Thor failed, the Avengers wouldn't make sense. When it came to casting for Thor, it was pretty critical. Marvel didn't just want muscles, they needed strength, charisma, vulnerability, and the ability to grow. After an extensive casting search, they chose an unknown Australian actor, and that, my friends, is none other than Chris Hemsworth. At the time, Hemsworth was fairly known for American audiences, but the moment he appeared on screen, he was Thor. Commanding, arrogant, and slowly relearning humility. Thor didn't just introduce Chris Hemsworth, it created a global movie star. But Thor's story would not be complete without his brother. Originally, before Hemsworth had stepped in the shoes of Thor, Tom Hiddleston originally auditioned for Thor. Instead, he became something far more iconic, Loki. Hiddleston brought depth with no one expected. Loki wasn't just a villain, he was intelligent, wounded, jealous, and desperate for approval. His performance transformed Loki to one of the most beloved and complex characters, and launched Tom Hiddleston's career overnight. Loki wasn't just an evil god of lies and trickery, he was just a broken man. To direct Thor, Marvel made a surprising choice. They chose actor-director Kenneth Branagh, known for his Shakespearean adaptations, not action blockbusters, but they knew exactly why he worked. Thor wasn't just a superhero story. It's like a family tragedy. A story about fathers and sons, brothers in conflict, pride and downfall. Branagh led into the drama. Wide angles, theatrical performances, emotional confrontations. He treated Asgard like a Shakespearean film, and elevated in the entire film itself. Casting for Anthony Hopkins as Owen gave Thor immediate credibility. Hopkins brought authority, wisdom, and emotional weight. Odin wasn't just a king. He was a father who failed his sons. His performance grounded the myth and in human emotion. Without Odin, the Asgardian drama would never work. At the time of this, Natalie Portman was an Oscar-winning actress. Her casting signaled something important. Marvel wasn't just making comic book movies, they were making real films with real actors. Jane Foster provided a human anchor, scientific curiosity, and emotional balance. While her role would evolve over time, Jane Foster was critical with making Thor relatable. She was the bridge between gods and Earth. The movie Thor isn't just about power, it's about earning worthiness. After being stripped of his hammer, his status, his strength, as you can see, I have this recreated cardboard prop of Mjolnir I got, and it's pretty cool. Thor was stripped from his powers to forced to become human, and by the times he lifts Mjolnir again, he became a changed man. This theme, true power comes from growth, would define Thor's entire MCU journey. And the world building of this movie is absolutely insane, and I actually gotta give so much credit. Thor expanded the MCU beyond Earth. It showed Asgard, the Nine Realms, and the Bifrost. Suddenly Marvel wasn't just lifted into one world. They opened the door to cosmic storytelling, and that door will never close for the next several years. Thor provided something visual. The MCU could be mythic, emotional, theatrical. It launched Chris Hemsworth as the favorite god of thunder himself, Thor. It made Tom Hiddleston a fan favorite for his performance as Loki. The director, Kenneth Branagh, and Anthony Hopkins. And without Thor, the Avengers would never be complete. And without Loki, the MCU would not have its enduring antagonists. Next time on Avengers Doomsday, we make one last stop into the past with Captain America, the First Avenger. I can't wait for you to review that movie next week, and it'll be worth watching. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below my video. Is Thor overrated? This is Nate Reviews, and the road continues. Ciao.